the best thing we can do politically speaking is let Obamacare explode. It was pretty much there, within grasp. But I'll tell you what's going to come out of it is a better bill.
Let's have a continuing conversation. Doesn't have to be at the breakneck pace that it's been the last 3 days, but let's keep talking about it until we work it out.
Well, the GOP is not giving up its dream to come together and repeal and replace Obamacare after pulling their bill just minutes before a scheduled vote.
Democrats and Freedom Caucus members standing their ground to keep the magic number of votes necessary to pass the bill away from Speaker Ryan.
Yeah, and our next guest was one of those planning to vote no. Joining us now about what comes next is Texas Congressman Louie Gohmert. Congressman, good to have you here.
It's great to be with y'all. Thank you.
Look, you have a lot of Americans waking up this morning, many of them up in arms over what happened yesterday. You were a part of this. You voted no on this bill. You're going to have to go home to your constituents. We heard from Speaker Paul Ryan yesterday and said, look, Obamacare is now going to be the law for the foreseeable future. So the alternative to not voting for this bill is sticking with Obamacare. How do you explain that when you go home and talk to your constituents?
Well, it is not the answer for the foreseeable future. People are hurting. They can't afford the premiums. They can't afford the deductibles. We knew that. And our seniors got crushed under Obamacare. It pulled $716 billion from their Medicare, and seniors are figuring it out. And our solution is, well, we're going to hurt our older folks a little more, but don't worry. Look, you guys have been dead on what you've been talking about, but let me tell you, this bill that they were bringing before us was based on a lie. I don't know where the lie came from. I don't know if someone in our leadership created the lie. It may be quite possible that somebody lied to them and they just accepted it.
What's the lie?
But the lie, listen though, the lie was this. We can't do what you guys want to do because the parliamentarian will not allow us to do it. Now, we can't check with the parliamentarian until we pass the bill in the House, send it to the Senate, and then the parliamentarian can rule. The parliamentarian never rules.
Congressman,
that's a lie.
This goes well above a lot of people's heads.
They told the president that, too.
So what does this mean? Does this mean that people didn't? The irony here is that Democrats or Republicans made fun of Democrats for years for not knowing what was in the Obamacare bill when they passed it.
That's right.
And the irony is that yesterday Republicans had no idea what was in their own health care bill. Is that to the point?
Yeah, we did. Everybody in the Freedom Caucus had read it. We knew, and just a little glimpse in our rooms when we get together, we were not a no. We were trying to get to yes. We were trying very hard. In fact, the president said, okay, we'll get there. We'll fix these things that you've asked for. We'll do that. And then Ryan and the other guys come back and say, you can't do that. The parliamentarian won't let these things happen.
So does that mean you have no confidence in Speaker Ryan?
They had never checked with the parliamentarian. Mike Lee checked, and it was all fine. She would have let it go.
Congressman, can Speaker Ryan continue on as your leader?
I don't know. We have to learn from this disastrous mistake that was based on something. They told the president something repeatedly that was not true. But the parliamentarian said, no, there's nothing problematic with this. You can do this. And we didn't find that out until Mike Lee went and asked. They said we couldn't even ask.
There's a ton of finger pointing today. But at the end of the day, Speaker Ryan stood at a podium after they pulled the bill and said he was proud of the process, proud of the bill. We were really close. Thank you so much. I mean, American people are sick of, we almost got there. They want things to get done. Do you have confidence that Speaker Ryan can lead the caucus and get solutions through the House?
Before I decide that, I need to know where the lie came from. Who generated this lie about we couldn't find out from the parliamentarian? And let me tell you, this in the rooms, some people have tried to portray this group as just a mean bunch of guys that didn't care. Let me tell you, we had prayer over and over. Everybody in that room believes what Ben Franklin said. I've lived so a long time. The longer I live, more convincing proofs I see. God governs in the affairs of men. There were tears. We were trying to help this country, and this was a bad bill because we read it. We knew what was in it. Too many people did not.
All right, we're going to have to leave it there, Congressman Louie Gohmert. Good to have you here this morning.
Appreciate it.
Thank you all.
Tony Schaefer is coming up next. Thanks, Congressman.